Hello, Tax Out Nation. I'm super excited. I have a very special guest today, my good friend Alexis, top green realtor in the nation. This guy understands the solar industry, the real estate industry, and I know a lot of you have been sending me DMs and questions. Marcos, how come realtors are telling their clients not to go solar? And I wanted to hear from the voice of the expert. Alexis, welcome, brother. Appreciate you being here. You know, you're a busy man.
Yeah.
You're doing big things. And, man, just want to have the opportunity. Why is it that a lot of realtors, Alexis, are telling their clients not to go solar?
Well, first and foremost, Marcos, thanks for having me here. There's currently a lot of misconception with real estate and solars. You know this, right?
Yes.
Part of the reason is solar is a fairly new thing, Marcos. It's fairly new, right? And you know, an appraisal, because that's the main problem right now. The value of the house doesn't go up, right? And the thing is, an appraisal, guys, is just an opinion of value, right? Solar is a fairly new thing. So as you guys can imagine, sometimes you get a $40,000 system. The appraiser doesn't know what he's looking at, and he's only like, yeah, it's gonna go up $2,000 to $3,000, right? That's why you need a green real estate agent. Why? Because what I'm gonna be doing is, there's nothing in the bar regulation that states that you can't give information to the appraiser. Because there's a very fine line, right? So people are scared of talking to the appraiser. But persuading it's illegal. But you can always give information. You can show the electric bills, the savings. You can take third-party certifications. Okay. You can take invoices. Once you supply that information to the appraiser, especially third-party certification, he knows more or less how to add the value properly, especially if you have a pro certification. But not a lot of people know it.
And that's right. A lot of the times, I think that's the biggest comeback from a lot of realtors is don't go solar because it's not going to add value to your home. Alexis, I know you've shared a lot of this information with me, and it's true. Not only is the house going up, but you talk about solar systems, Alexis. Like in the past, 5 years ago, an average solar system was about $30,000.
Yeah.
That same system right now is worth $45,000.
Yeah.
So we know it's an asset and it's increasing in value. So anybody watching this video, you say it's very important they work with green realtors, right?
Yes.
How can somebody who's looking to sell their house with a solar system, or maybe a solar pro that's watching this video, and they need to connect with a green realtor, how can they find one in their area?
Well, there's different trainings, right? The one I have is called Green Designation.
Green Designation.
You can get the Green Designation. Sometimes you can get it in Houston or in different parts of the U.S. I got mine in Houston.
Nice.
Now, with that said, I mean, Marcos, having a house with solar requires extra effort and extra knowledge. So that's why a lot of realtors have a little bit of a hard time working with houses with solar, right? But what I've noticed is that houses do appreciate. According to Freddie Mac, houses, let's say a house with solar compared to a non-rated house, minimum goes up 3% in value.
Wow.
Right? But there's different factors involved. For example, competency from the real estate agent, most important.
Yes.
Second, comparables. How many houses that are near your house have sold with solar and how the solar affect the price? The third thing is the communication between the appraiser, the lender, and the agent, which goes back to the competency from the real estate agent.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, if you have a high-rated house with solar panels, house that has a high-performing home certificate, which I can get them, I can certify a house. According to Freddie Mac, it can go up to 8% in value.
Wow, 8%, man.
Yes.
Come on. So anybody's watching this video, they're thinking about selling their house. Wouldn't it be a no-brainer to add a solar, therefore you can sell it for more?
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest concept people are missing, Alexis.
Yes.
I applaud you, my friend, for doing that. It reminds me, same thing comes with other professionals, Alexis.
Yeah.
So a lot of colleagues of mine out there, it just blows my mind that they're telling their clients not to go solar, and they're leaving a lot of tax savings in the table.
Yeah.
Because of missing information.
Right.
So information is the key factor here.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So, Alexis, another thing that we're getting a lot is a lot of people right now, they're worried with the high rising on the interest on the mortgage, right? What's the national right now?
So right now, as of today, which is October 19, it's about a 7.8.
Wow.
Yes. That's high. I mean, if you look at it historically, it's not as bad.
True.
Right? But a 7.8, when people just got the 2, 3, 4% during the pandemic,
Yes.
They're scared of the 7.8.
Yes.
So right now, we're experiencing what we call the lock-in rate phenomena. What does that mean? People that got a 2, 3, 4% interest during the pandemic, they don't want to sell their house.
True.
Right? They're like, why would I sell it and get this 7.8? Right? It doesn't make sense. So since we have low inventory, we still have a lot of demand, prices keep going up. I don't see prices coming down anytime soon. Now, if you're going to buy a house with solar, if you're going to buy a house in particular, there's 3 things I recommend. Either go with a new home, which, you get the incentives, you get the buy down interest, appliances, and prices of new homes and resales are about the same, right? So either buy a new home, refinance it in the future, which everybody knows about it, or you know where I'm going.
Let's do it. Drop it.
Get an energy efficient mortgage.
Woo. Man, you gotta, if you're watching this, do you want to take your notepad out right now, your pen, put anything that's going to distract you? Because this is the game changer. This is what the solutions that we're talking about, Alexis.
Yes.
The being able to do a green refi.
So the way that works, guys, what's the interest rate in the solar industry, Marcos?
Right now, average on the green refi, they're looking at starting at 5%.
5%.
Yes.
So what I recommend to homeowners that are deciding to go with a resale house, which is perfectly fine, is buy a solar panel system, right? Depending, of course, of different variables. Yes. But get a solar system if you plan on staying there for a couple of years, 6 months, a year goes from there. Refinance the solar and the house together. You're actually going to get the interest rate from the solar panels in your house.
Wow.
And wait, there's even more.
Yeah.
So if you refinance a solar and your mortgage together, remember, interest rate in a house is a tax deductible.
Yes.
So what does that mean? Instead of paying $150 for your solar system, you're going to be paying $80 with your mortgage. What does that equal? Cash flow.
True.
Cash flow.
Yes.
So if there's investors listening to this right now, you're probably salivating. Cash flow.
Cash flow and ROI, return of investment. How many, you talk about, I always ask homeowners, you've been living in the house, you've paid the electric company hundreds of thousands of dollars. How much of that are going to get back at the time of sale?
Nothing.
However, if you go solar, now you're getting a return of your investment. That is the biggest thing.
That's the huge, one of the best things right now.
Yes.
Right?
My favorite, my favorite word. It's a no-brainer deal.
No-brainer deal.
Come on.
Yes,
it's a no-brainer deal.
Now, with that said, another of the big benefits, not only are you going to create more cash flow in your house if you have solar, but interest in the house is a tax deductible.
Yes.
So you're going to be, writing off interest from your solar panels. So you're going to be paying less. So it's a no-brainer deal.
It's no-brainer. It's just amazing. I think a lot of, I'm so glad. I think we couldn't have picked a better timing, Alexis.
Yeah.
A lot of people watching this, they want to buy a house. They're just getting the wrong information.
They're getting the wrong information.
I think the biggest thing that costs you the most money is a bad advice and getting the information from the wrong source. So if you're getting that, man, I advise you, get with the right people. This solar is the vehicle to put money back into people's pockets.
Not only that, guys, but remember, price of oil and gas, it's volatile. It's changing. And right now, with everything that's going on with Israel and Hamas, price of oil is going to increase.
Yes.
Right? So how can the U.S. lose dependency on imported fuels, going green, renewable energy? That's where we're going anyways.
Yeah,
right?
that's why the government signed the new Inflation Reduction Act last year, extending the tax credits, the ITC credits to 30% now, 30% for another 10 years, Alexis.
Yeah.
Right? 10 years.
Another 10 years, yes.
Man, everybody needs to be watching this. By the way, if you find value in this video, this podcast we're doing right now, we ask that you share, you like, you comment, go out and spread the information, guys. We're giving this because we want to make sure everybody makes the right financial decision.
Yes. So now another question is, how do I know, or how do I get a high-performing home certificate? Right?
It's important, yeah.
That's very important. So there's 2 ways you can get it. Either your solar panel company gave it to you, which not a lot of companies give it.
Right.
Or the second option is to get with a certified green agent like myself. I will make sure it meets the requirements and supply that third-party certification to the appraiser. That way he knows how to value the system properly and increase the value.
Wow. What is the process on obtaining that certificate, Alexis? What does it take for somebody, say I got a house, I put a solar system, my solar company didn't provide that with me, I call you. How long is the process of getting that certification?
So of course, I need to help you. It's only if you're going to sell your house, right? I can't just go and certify every house. It's only if I'm selling it, right?
Okay.
If you decide to sell your house and it has solar, what I would do is, first of all, get all the information. Like I said, third-party documentation, electric bills, add invoices, right?
Okay.
And in order to get the high-performance home certificate, the third-party certification, well, it has to meet the basic standards, guys. I mean, it has to have a guaranteed production a year. It needs to have good warranty. I mean, and once I get that certificate, it takes about a couple of days. I'm going to supply that to the appraiser.
Wow.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, for the realtors out there, you can't persuade the appraiser. That's illegal. But you can always supply information. Of course.
Provide the facts, right?
Provide the facts. Yes, sir.
Reminded me of an IRS audit. You know, you don't persuade the auditor, you just provide the facts.
Provide the facts. That's it, man.
That's the new way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Man, this is so much value, Alexis. I think a lot of people are going to appreciate this information. So we address the issue of why they're telling their clients not to go solar. We address the issue on how it adds value to the house, how to refinance the property, right? So I know that people are going to watch this video, Alexis, are going to think about, I want to learn more about that home refi. Now, something you mentioned about the Freddie Mae, something about adding value. Can you elaborate more on that?
Yes, so if you have a house with solar, of course, like I said, there's different factors involved in the appreciation of your house. Like I said, competency from the real estate agent is prime, comparables, and communication. Okay. Now, with that said, according to Freddie Mac, houses with solar compared to non-rated houses go up in value about 3%. Wow. So if you have solar and your neighbor doesn't have solar, you can expect with a good competent agent at least 3% in home value. Now, a high-rated house, you can get from 3 to 5% more than a low-rated house. So that's up to 8%. If you have, of course, all the variables that I talk about. Now, with that said, in a $300,000 house, you can get $24,000 in your pocket. Yes. So if you think that you don't need a real estate agent, a green real estate agent, I mean, I can't help everybody.
Not just a regular real estate agent. You need a green real estate agent. Now, you mentioned something. So your neighbor has to have solar it helps your value go up if your neighbors have solar?
Yes. Just because solar, we don't have a lot of data yet, right? So once people start going solar more and more, the data is going to talk by itself.
That is super important in increasing the value on the properties of your neighbors. Not only that, if you're a homeowner and you don't have solar yet and you install solar, you want to be the neighbor with the solar that goes and shares with their clients.
Of course.
Why,
of course.
Alexis? There are very good referral programs out there for homeowners that refer other people to go solar.
Yes.
So now you're going to increase your value, but you're going to be making money.
Yes.
That is huge, man.
It's essentially turning a liability into an asset. That's what it is. Now, with that said, if you're not using a qualified, competent green real estate agent, you're leaving money on the table.
Absolutely. 100%. Wow, man. So much information. I'm so excited we were able to do this. I know people are going to appreciate this. Send this to your realtor. Send this to your accountant, to any client. Leave us a comment. Brother, a lot of people are going to be having questions, may have doubt. They want to ask you a question. What is the best way for everyone to get a hold of you, to reach out to you? Where can they get more information?
So you can find me as Alexis_Green Guru in Instagram. My place of work is in El Paso, Texas. So if you're one of the 18,000 homeowners with solar in your house and you're looking to maximize your home value, go ahead and give me a call. You can find it in my bio or give me a DM in Instagram.
Absolutely. Follow Alexis, man. You're not going to regret this. This guy puts a lot of value out there. Content is just about helping people. So, brother, I appreciate you coming over. I hope we can do this again, be bringing you more information to homeowners out there, because I believe in times like now, the best thing that we can do is help each other to bring value.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Let's go. Thank you.